記憶なしでもどんだけ捨てても時間が経っても体の肉まで愛情苦手で頭の中まで腐り込んで中毒毒何があっても中毒毒いくらなんでも中毒毒私消しても中毒毒いなくなっても
Hello and welcome to the Pintcast. Here to preview the 2025-2026 Premier League season. Here with a friend of the pod, old pal, from Singapore, Australia, and all these places when somehow he chose to support Manchester United. Welcome back, Mr. Mark Cunningham.
Hello.
It's nice to have you, my man.
Thank you.
You can follow Mark on his different socials. You can follow him at MarkJC88 and at Asura_creative for all of his wonderful projects.
Yes, sir.
So check those things out. And Mark is here again to talk about and preview our seasons in general and also specifically the Arsenal versus Manchester United match Sunday at Old Trafford.
It's a big one.
It is a big one.
Yeah.
But I guess let's get to, we're completing the summer as we speak. The Super Cup is about to happen. Community Shield has happened. Liverpool lost. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, pretty fantastic.
Good start.
Crystal Palace did deserve to win that.
That's what I hear. I didn't see it, but I hear that they had to run a play.
They did. They looked good. Yeah.
So, I wouldn't mind if they sent a little guy named Eberechi Eze over to Arsenal, but I also understand why it might not happen.
I think Spurs might get him.
It makes more sense for Spurs because we already have Odegaard. But, he doesn't want to go there.
No.
Who does?
Nobody.
Speaking of which, Morgan Gibbs-White, legend.
Yes.
Hey, we activated your release clause. Like, no, I don't care.
No thanks.
The fucking owner, that psychopath over Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Like, no. You're signing a new contract. I'm so thankful to the owner.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That Greek guy, right?
Creep.
Yeah, that was weird.
That guy's insane.
That was
but so it's been a long, eventful summer. There's been some very surprising news in the past week. Your summer's gotten a lot better. A lot better.
Yeah.
If I had told you in June that we'd be sitting here and we had signed fucking Gyökeres and you had signed Sesko,
Yeah.
I don't know you would believe me.
No, not any of the three that we have signed so promptly, I feel, would have really even been what I thought was possible going into this season. We have literally the best player from Brentford, from Wolves. I mean, Leipzig less. I care less about their best players, so to speak, but one of the top prospects, one of the top strikers on the market.
Sure.
In a pretty slim market overall.
That's the thing. In a slim market, he seems like the highest upside out of any.
He certainly has the highest vertical leap.
That's for sure. I don't need to see any towering headers from him this weekend.
No. And I don't think you will.
We'll get to lineups later.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I do think he will be on the bench. I think
Yes.
I think that will be the case.
Yes.
But yeah, here we are with new strikers, fresh, raring to go. Some teams looking a little more ready than others.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as far as the summer goes, though, so we'll talk about those are the three big impact signings. You actually bought three people that improve your starting 11.
Going for a fourth.
Yeah. Who do you expect the fourth to be?
Well, we're going after Baleba. Carlos? Yeah, Carlos
they want
Baleba.
like $100 million for that.
They do want $100 million. But apparently we've turned his head. He's coming from Brighton.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So he would be the Caicedo replacement at Brighton. They literally just picked him up as they...
You definitely need a replacement for Casemiro, and like Kobe can't do it all.
Well, I just don't think we even have that position filled out. That's sort of like
right. No,
six.
Yeah.
So we're like literally missing that position. Huarte is not really that player.
Right. He's more of an 8, right?
Yeah, exactly. At least that's what it's panning out to be for him.
Sure.
But, it's been promising. No, I don't think anyone was expecting it because for a while there, it looked like we were laying off, hundreds of employees, like kind of telling the world we were broke.
Well, then no, hold on. How many times did you lose to Tottenham last year?
4.
That was that was like 25% of their wins.
It's too many. It's too many.
Oh, for the whole season.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they suck.
Could you imagine me telling you this any other time in history that you would lose to Spurs 4 times in a fucking year?
Sir Alex would be
he should be rolling.
Turning in
I don't know
grave.
why he hasn't turned in his grave yet from what he's seen.
Yeah.
If this won't kill him, nothing will.
No, it's
like if he's lived through this, of him just watching the club that he built, go down in flames, and then covered in gasoline and burned again.
And you know about the infamous halftime speech, right?
Yeah.
Come on, lads. It's Spurs.
That's it.
Like, to be losing to them, it's not like they're like a second, it's not like they're finishing second either.
And this isn't the Spurs that went to the Champions League final.
No.
This is the Spurs that lost 5-0 to Chelsea or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
That were playing a suicidal high line with like 10 men.
A shadow of the team that made it to the final.
This was like the 17th. This was the battle between 16th and 17th.
It really was.
It was such a joke.
And a fitting goal for that matchup to end the Europa League, so bleak,
a calamitous blunder of errors.
Yeah, bleak.
Not quality football on display.
No.
Yeah, so this summer's gone a lot better for you than I would have thought. I knew I had to take the piss out of you though for letting Spurs get back in the Champions League and deal those losses. So we had to get that.
Yeah.
We had to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm rather unhappy about that. I didn't mind the other signings. I think the Bueno signing is a very good signing. I like him.
Love it. Yeah.
I would have taken him at Arsenal as an option for us on the left to a guy who could battle out with Martinelli.
Yeah.
I think that you needed the midfield signings. It looks like the Garnacho thing's going to happen at Chelsea.
Yeah.
You're getting pretty lucky with that shit. We're still waiting on Anthony, right? We don't have a permanent deal for him anywhere.
Still waiting on Mr. Jadon Sancho. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember him. Former Dortmund.
Remember you thought he was gonna be way better than Saka?
Yeah, that was a strange turn of events. No, it's
hey, Marcus Rashford went to
Barcelona and then missed that sitter in the preseason, which is like,
listen, miss it in preseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll back him to score that another time, but
100%. Yeah, I just I want for all the world for him to succeed, just in life, because the guy feeds poor children. He's Manchester born, like he's one of our own. You always wish him the best, but there's a part of me that's just like, man, like I just can't believe you.
But he's kind of a knobhead, right? He's
like
an idiot. Remember, it was he used to tell me everything. It was like when he wasn't doing well with his girlfriend, blah blah blah. That his head's easily fucked with.
Yeah, I told you about that stat where every season that he gets back with his like on again off again girlfriend is a season that he does well, and then obviously when he's single, kind of goes a little bit off the rails.
Yeah, he probably ends up being out
indicated by whatever happened in Northern Ireland, Belfast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
The Sun reporting on the club hostess who put him to bed that night because he was so smashed. Yeah. So
that wasn't the best look.
Yeah, mentally
somehow United players are failing upwards.
Yeah, I guess so. It's such a strange thing. Yeah, and you speaking of Sancho, demanding that his salary be met in full and only holding out for Juventus because they're a prestige club. It's just
he's still full of himself. And it's like, bro, you need to go to Real Betis.
I guess
you need to go play somewhere and play for $50K a week.
Yeah, I guess at least Anthony has that humility to be like, Betis is the club for me.
Is he trying to stay? Are they trying?
He wants to go. They want him, but they don't want to pay. They're Real Betis.
They're Real
they
Betis.
Can't afford.
They can spend 20, 30 million on him.
Right. Yeah, but
even then they got to sell somebody.
Right. Exactly. So, the offloading is not happening as we would like.
It never does, though. Arsenal, right now, we've done so much business. We've signed 6 players.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, well, there's still Zinchenko. There's still... Yeah. But, there's all the dead weight.
Yeah.
We have Reece Nelson still on the books.
They filled their role, though, for Arsenal. At least they played their part.
In the past.
Yeah. At least they played... None of these guys we're talking about United played their part.
Right. Well, a couple of them haven't. So, we spent 30 million on Vieira from Porto, and we loaned him back last year, and now we're trying to sell him.
Yeah.
For something like 20, 30 million. I mean, if we get 20 million back on him, we bought him for 30 and he was kind of a failure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you take your loss, you cut your losses and you take that there.
Not a huge loss.
I mean, we want to get money for Reese Nelson.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough. He had a big injury last year.
Yeah.
Like Fulham want him, but they don't want to pay much. They might want a loan and then obligation to buy after.
Yeah.
Or an option. We obviously want guaranteed money.
Are Arsenal still looking to pick someone else up? Are they looking to offload to buy?
They won't. They probably won't buy unless they offload a couple.
Right.
So they really want to offload like 4 players, right?
Yeah.
So we want to get rid of Zinchenko.
Trossard.
Trossard looks likely to move.
Yeah.
Like I said, he changed agents this summer. So, you do that when you're ready to do some business, make some moves.
Yeah.
So he's been in talks. I just don't think they've gotten an offer or interest from the right people that want to pay as much as we want for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's another one where, since we paid about 30 million for him and he's 30 years old, you want to get 20 million for him?
Yeah.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would love it if Fenerbahce wanted to pay something like that, or
Yeah.
because it doesn't seem like he wants to go to Saudi.
No.
So
Or do Saudi don't want him?
I think they would take him
They would
quite.
take him.
Absolutely,
Okay.
they would take him. But that's the whole thing, is that to leave Europe, to leave the competitive football. And
Yeah.
like, he's only 30. He is a good quality player.
Yeah.
But the teams in the Bundesliga don't want to pay the price for him.
No.
Especially with the age attached to it. There's no resale value. So
Right. And a lot of the German teams have this system of reselling. Yeah. So.
yeah, so they would just, it's like, oh, do you really want him that much to fuck up your model that
yeah.
works?
Yeah. They know.
It would have to be a team that just cashed in on selling someone for a lot that could
Yeah.
use him as a veteran guy to come in and
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
Like maybe Bayer Leverkusen.
I was literally about to say that.
Yeah.
Mr. Ten Hag.
Ten Hag, he'll fail out and get Anthony. Maybe he'll do us a favor for
Right.
once. This fucktard.
He would fit great into a Ten Hag system. I would know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
maybe that seems like a feasible destination.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Leipzig needs someone after Seska, and Seska's gone.
Most likely. Yeah.
I don't know.
Most likely.
Zabi Simons is going to go as well to
That's right.
wherever he goes. I mean, now they're even saying Man City potentially interested in him, but him or Chelsea.
Chelsea was the
Chelsea the ones that were
original
trying,
front
yeah.
runner. Yeah.
But then if City wants you and fucking Pep wants you,
Yeah.
what do you
You,
do?
you go to City. Yeah.
In general,
There's
yeah.
too many players at Chelsea.
Yeah, there's way too many
There's
fucking players.
just
at
way
Chelsea.
too many players there. And
But-
yet, this is the thing. I need to know what contract they sign with the Devil to be able to just make gobs of cash off of whatever
Oh
players
well, it's
they
all
decide
it's
to
dirty
sell.
as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that they're selling between their companies, right?
Yeah.
That somehow a player who had, 10 appearances for QPR that they signed as like a 17-year-old who's just played in the reserves or in the under 23s has never played first team minutes for Chelsea. That's getting sold for $20 million to another company.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, and their network of loaned players, they just buy 50 players
it's a
and
crock of
loan
shit.
out 40 of them. Yeah, and it's just
Yeah, no, they are working the system and they're cooking the books
yeah.
and they're getting away with it as of now. There's all this talk. My dumbass put some money mid-season. The odds slashed mid-season for City getting relegated last year. So apparently something had changed in some sort of like the court case was finishing, and then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, they're wrapping this up, and all of a sudden the odds slashed on them getting relegated.
Wow.
So I took a punt
Yeah. Yeah.
and lost that $100 at the end of the season. When it didn't even wait till the end of the season. It's once they were mathematically not able to get relegated anymore, it's like, no, that's over. Okay, it's done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when of the 115, 116 charges
I don't
come home
know.
to roost?
I don't know.
Never?
I don't know. This is always what we figured would happen. That
Such
somehow some secret meeting would take place in like the
This is
Himalayas,
but
and
this
someone
is-
would
this is-
pass a briefcase
This is like
along
the Epstein files
and
with
make
fucking
it
Trump.
go away. It's 1,000%.
You know what I
that.
mean?
It's
It's like-
110% that.
It's
I
like
just lowered my percentages from 1,000 to 110.
The
but
Premier
yeah.
League doesn't want the team that won fucking
Of
6
course not.
championships in the last decade
Yeah.
to fucking go down as being these ridiculous cheats.
Yeah.
That'll invalidate their whole fucking league for the last, So it's watching out for their own. What
Yeah.
the fuck is
You know
it?
who they're punishing for it is Newcastle. Yeah. So it's unconscionable, but it's also completely predictable. There's
Yeah.
no way they were gonna get Juventus like for cheating. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, Juventus doesn't have enough money to battle and fight back against something like this. And yeah, I mean, like I said, just a secret meeting, up in some rural Nordic town. Briefcases were exchanged. This thing just went under the rug.
Dude, all the lawyers, all this shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what mattered to the Premier League was that they just beat their chest and went, we won't let this happen again, and here's blah blah blah.
But there has to be punishment if they're found guilty of
Yeah.
all these. Like, there has to be punishment.
Right.
Like, how can the other teams accept taking a 9-point deduction? A 10-point deduction.
Right?
That's what I'm saying. Like they almost went down because of this.
Yeah.
For much less severe.
Way less. We were talking about it. We were like, oh, if Everton got hit with that point deduction.
It should be 40 points. A 40-point deduction.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be nearly
They'd still
impossible
finish
for
fourth,
them.
but
they still finish top half. Right?
Yeah, exactly. but yeah, something like I don't know, because
anyway.
I personally can't speak to that with any sort of accuracy because I haven't seen any reports, I haven't read anything. But maybe that's part of the problem, is like nothing is being said about it. It's totally gone quiet, and if really, and we all presume this would happen. There just feels like they're just gonna get away with it. Like,
I'm sick of this.
Yeah,
sick and tired.
But yeah, so I mean, I feel like, now you have that transition of punishment and everything going to Newcastle, who are the richest club in the world for all intents and purposes. Right?
Yeah.
And can't spend a nickel of it, can't seem to sign a player to save their lives.
In the fucking mud.
In the mud.
And since we spoke earlier, I did read some stuff. I haven't triple checked it.
Yeah.
But basically that there was communication between Isak and Newcastle since last season.
Okay.
That he told them that it was going to be his last season at the club.
Wow. And
that he was going to be moving. Yeah. And that this was agreed upon back then.
Yeah.
And so he's had his mouth shut about it until now. Like, he didn't say anything. I mean, he apparently didn't really want to get signed by Arsenal because he didn't say shit or do anything while Arsenal was still trying to sign their striker.
Yeah.
Because we wanted him.
Right.
He was just going to be a little too expensive, but he was, Mikel Arteta's everyone's number one target.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was no talk about him moving or anything. Not till we were done. Not till the signing was done. That Gyökeres was there.
Yeah.
That any of this shit has really started.
So there's this thing, right? Like, about turning players' heads these days. And I feel like it's become way more common that teams get in the room with the agents and everything and even talk about what those personal terms could look like before any bid is made, right?
Well, because they got to know that they're willing to negotiate.
Exactly. Yeah. And that it's even worth pursuing and
Sure.
just like putting their finances out in the open like that in this day and age, after the Neymar transfer, I think people really just wanted to reel that back. But it wouldn't surprise me if Liverpool, the reason he even had that conversation with Newcastle, who, by the way, as we talked about earlier, have gone through their own level of chaotic transitions between like backroom staff and all this stuff. But like, it wouldn't surprise me if he was approached even a season ago by Liverpool, by their which, by the way, credit to FSJ or whatever the fuck they're called, the Fenway Group, for the way they've run Liverpool. Because what I heard was they could potentially spend up to 550 million in transfers this season and still be within PSR. Yeah, totally fine. And that's credit to the fact that they won the league, all this
won
stuff.
the league, the Champions League money, and not spending anything last year.
No, yeah.
And that's funny because, thinking about it though, like, you feel that they're maybe I mean, I don't know. If they sign Isak, then they're hands-on favorite. I mean, they're odds-on favorite everything across the board. But without that, even though you have to say they got better by improving at several positions. I mean, I guess, the fullbacks is debatable, but I think, I mean, you had Frimpong and Kirkes, right? Yeah. Like, you don't even have to start Robertson anymore. So, you have two, so you've strengthened. Yeah. You might have lost a little in attack, but you got a better defender in well, Frimpong's still kind of more so winger, to be honest. But but you have a guy that's a little bit better defensively. But we're talking about 3 or 4 different pieces in their starting 11. Yeah. and that's a lot to change in
Yeah.
one season. Look at they didn't change anyone in their midfield or attack last year, and they won the fucking league.
Yeah, they did.
So
They did.
there's
Thanks for
a
reminding me.
well, you know, we're a little bitter about that one too.
Yeah,
We're a little
I'm
bitter
sure
about that one
you
too. It wasn't as nail biting. It wasn't as
No.
as painful as the City one the year before.
Yeah.
And then looking back at all the fucking
Yeah.
referee decisions and every little thing that
Yeah.
like Theo Walcott scoring a fucking goal against us that cost us points that would have won us a title.
Yeah.
Like last second versus
Yeah.
Southampton.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
yeah.
So all those little things, yeah, having those every little thing scrutinized like that. Last year wasn't that close, but
Yeah.
it should have been better. But we knew we fucked ourselves. We didn't sign this striker last year. We needed the striker.
Who was even out there though? That's what we're.
You could have gone for Gyökeres then, but he would have cost more.
He didn't have 45 goals in a season at that point to his name, did he?
I mean, the season before he had 40,
That's.
and then this year he had 53.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So he killed it, but then it was like, is he just a one season wonder? And then he scored 50 whatever this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I was like, oh, he just still fucking kills it. And then he
Yeah.
scores a hat trick against Man City. Granted, 2 penalties, but like
Yeah.
the other goal was nice. He scores good fucking goals.
Yeah. And I always say, man, people say it's penalties, but like you go fucking score a penalty. It's not easy.
I mean,
like,
they're
yeah,
goals.
Yeah,
They're goals,
and they count.
And he rifles
yeah.
them in. You know,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you gotta bang them in. You know, you can only hit what's in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh no, he scored penalties. Like, well, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. People also miss penalties, so if he's scoring them,
Mo.
yeah,
We're looking at you, Mo.
Yeah, Momo.
Not that great.
No, yeah, I mean that was the joke. The Havertz meme of it all was like, why Havertz? Like, go for a real striker. Like, he's not even a real striker. Like, but and it.
I mean, listen, but he actually produced.
He
scored,
did,
you know.
But
he was
like, he's, he needed to compete with Haaland. He needed to compete with Mo Salah. Like, that was a striker that you guys needed to go for.
Yeah, you needed a clinical guy to come in and do it.
Yeah.
What we're hoping Gyökeres is now.
Yeah. Yes,
that's what we're hoping.
Exactly. You finally got the guy.
But we needed it. We needed it. I mean, I honestly think hopefully we get what we expect from him. And so my expectations for him are 20 goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he can do more, but I'm saying 20 league goals.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I want him to average 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's a great season. He could still give you 25 to 30 goals in a season. It's been a little while since we had a 30-goal season striker. That was Aubameyang, like whatever, fucking quite a few years ago.
Sure, yeah. But even it's just rare. It's just rare in general nowadays to have a 30-goal striker in your squad.
Well,
so.
but the thing is, though, like even 2 years ago, we had the goals spread out pretty well.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, you're getting these goals from midfield. Mm-hmm. Like Odegaard shot like shit last season.
Yeah.
The year before, he scored like whatever it was, 12, 15 goals across all competitions.
Yeah.
And he was scoring those shots from outside the box. For some reason, I mean, granted, he was injured a good amount of last season.
Exactly.
When he came back with an ankle that was compromised. You could tell when he was shooting, he was not 100%. So I think that affected his shooting a bit. Yeah. But even before he got hurt, his shooting wasn't the same last year as the year before. So hopefully that's a blip, and he can go back to putting some of those chances away.
Yeah.
From what I saw in preseason, he was doing kind of the same shit, but
hopefully not.
yeah.
For Sunday,
sure.
Hopefully
for Sunday,
not. Yeah.
Yeah. We could really use him coming back into form with that.
Yeah.
But we were getting goals from Saka, getting goals from Martinelli, getting goals from from Havertz, from all that. We had whatever was 5 players in double digits.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that can do the job if you've got a bunch of guys for 10 to 15 goals. If you have that many of them doing it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we were looking at, was trying to share the wealth a bit and spread it out. But you need a striker. You need a guy that bangs them in. And and then when it came down to all the things, like, oh, look at all these draws.
Yeah.
We were drawing all this past year. Like all these matches. And we lost, and we gave up, even though we still had the best defense, we gave up leads.
Yeah.
And drew matches.
Yeah.
That were just points that you couldn't drop.
Yeah.
And that's what put us out of touch. So, but having someone clinical like that, I'm like, I think Havertz is going to get us 15 goals again this year. Like he's turned it.
I'm skeptical of that, but yeah, 15 and then Gyökeres with 20, like that's
across all competitions.
50. Havertz across all competitions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. I just don't think he's even going to see that much playtime.
All right, I'll take the over on 10.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. There you go. No, but I think it's like that interesting situation that not to not to mirror your situation against Man United, they were on opposite ends of the table, but sometimes when you don't have that target man up front, when you don't have the offense threatening the opposition defense in terms of in terms of intimidation, they go after your defense. They're more willing to commit players forward, and you can have the best defense in the world, but it's still the Premier League. It's still top-notch football, and you're going to concede. So if you don't have that target man, if you don't have that person making them sweat and they're able to commit players forward, you're going to concede. And if you can't then turn the tables and score it back at will, so to speak, which the likes of Liverpool and City have been known to do when they went on their title-winning runs, then you're in trouble. Target man, as much as the false nines and the whatever of the modern era up till now have shown, target men are incredibly useful, and it seems to be they're coming back into vogue for good reason, because they're just that reliable source
to a certain extent. I mean, because they're the false nine thing got big. Look, Victor Gyökeres is not really a target man. He is a center forward, but he's a run in the channels kind of guy. And so there's something really important, because that's a big thing that we all saw, right? Because Arsenal scored like 100 goals the year before, right? 2 seasons ago. We were 20, 30 goals short of that this past season. We lacked inventiveness in the final third. We were having trouble because it was another year where all of a sudden we were like favorites more often again. We faced even more low blocks, and we had trouble breaking those things down. So a really interesting thing that we're seeing, and that we finally saw implemented in the very last match, where Arsenal beat Athletic Bilbao 3-0 in the last Emirates Cup match over the weekend, a new emphasis on verticality. And so that's a thing that like a lot of people have bad things to say about Gabby Martinelli, that he's regressed, and it's kind of gotten stale. A couple injuries, this and that. And he seems to run with his head down a little too much, but we're also not playing to his strengths. And so we've had the issues with, he had a really good season when he had Xhaka behind him, and then like the person in that position kind of wavered and changed throughout the season last year. And we didn't play to his strengths. We weren't playing him into space, putting him in behind people, because he's the fastest player we have. So there was a really good, he got an assist for Saka in this match on a really cool flick from midfield over the top, and he just bombed on, and the goalie came out, just dealt it off to the side to Saka, tap in. Open net, no problem. But and you saw Gyökeres going, making the runs into the channels in behind, and it's like, okay. So there's an emphasis on moving the ball a little more quickly. And the big thing, what a lot of people are talking about as well, is that, Zubimendi is a really important signing for several reasons. Potentially most importantly because of how quickly he moves the ball. And notoriously, our old number 6, number 5, Thomas Partey, was not the best of getting rid of the ball quick enough. He took too many touches. It wasn't sharp, quick transition play, and we need a little more incisiveness. So it looks like this might be the kind of thing that might be as big of a signing as, even though the price tag's only, not even 2/3 of what Declan Rice's was, but it could be that instrumental to our midfield. What Zubimendi adds as far as his tactical playmaking and the way he moves the ball, and the way that he's going to be able to quickly switch us from defense to attack.
Playing out the back, is that
but
something
playing out the back,
Arsenal's looking more to do?
Well, we've always done a good amount of that, but specifically like how to quickly turn in transition, and move and utilize this, because all of a sudden we have. Would he be our front line is significantly faster with Gyökeres in there, and if you're trying to move quickly, like that plays to how often do we get to play counterattack with Martinelli? Not often, because we're never counterattacking. We're always possessing, doing the Man City bullshit that control, possession, which it just got too stale. We need more inventiveness, and you're gonna have to lose the ball a little bit more. I mean, your possession stat might hurt a bit, but you can still, you get the chances, you get the XG.
Have Arsenal looked to, because it sounds like what could potentially happen is Zubimandi can sort of play over the top to Gyökeres, who can kind of bounce it off, either chest or head to an oncoming attacker like Martinelli or Saka and allow them to kind of slip through. Is that something Arsenal are
we
going to
saw
look
that.
more to
I mean,
do?
so we saw that specifically done in this match.
Yeah.
There was the assist from Saka inside our own half where it
Yeah.
just came out to him and he just flicked it up and over, and Kai Havertz outran this guy the whole half of the field.
Yeah.
Like went onto it, pushed behind, and then had a nice little finish at the end.
Yeah, I did see that finish.
And
It's
so
great.
that was a good, a quick use of that in a similar fashion. Like I said, the other goal
Yeah.
with Martinelli was similar.
Right.
So yeah, trying to unlock and release these players
Yeah.
is something that it seems like there's more emphasis on. And so, it's taken a little while. A few of the preseason matches didn't look that great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to gauge stuff on the matches in Singapore and Hong Kong because the pitches were shit. It was crazy hot, humid. I don't need to tell you this about these conditions.
Yes,
You're
very familiar. Yeah.
And so I mean, at least, but we saw it looking like it was going into effect here in the last friendly, which it's the right time to start seeing it clicking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that was a good sign. I mean, because the match before when we played against Villarreal and we lost, people were pretty pissed at the end of it because, oh my God, Arsenal lost. We just lost to Tottenham. Now we're losing to them. It's Villarreal. What's going on?
Yeah. It's preseason.
It's preseason. Yeah. Big Vic got his first goal for the club, and then in the last match.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff knocked out of the way.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
yeah, so we'll see. I mean, so as far as depth goes, like we added Christian Mosquera as a new left-sided defender, or he can play right back and right center back. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he's a new understudy for Saliba.
Yeah.
He looks pretty tidy on the ball and looks like a really good physical player.
Yeah.
So for a young guy, he's 19, but he's already played like 2 seasons starting for what was it with? He was with Valencia in La Liga, and actually he looks like a tidy guy. There's a potential that we could still sell Kivior because he had a good run in the team while Gabriel was out end of last season.
Yeah.
And he's still young enough, and if you feel like he wants to become a starter somewhere, and that's not going to happen with Gabriel in front of him.
Right.
So, and he seems like an asset that we could cash in on. So, in theory, we could sell him because we do have enough cover with like Timber and Ben White also technically being center backs.
Yeah.
Even though we pretty much primarily want those guys to be playing right back this year.
Okay.
So defensive depth is not really too much of an issue. We still have, it looks like it's starting to look like Calafiori might start over Miles Lewis-Skelly at left back if he's fit.
Okay.
But either option, they're both good young players. It's funny to think about it. Other than Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Laneri, who's only 18 years old.
Yeah.
Calafiori is the youngest player in the team. He was only 21 last year.
Wow. Okay.
So he's a young guy.
Yeah.
So we're just really hoping that he can stay fit for long enough to make a real contribution, because he does kind of bring a different kind of little maverick energy to our defense that he's got some unpredictability that Mikel Arteta hasn't coached out of him yet.
Okay. But he's not really like a high-flying left back, right? Does he do a lot of overlaps?
Well, because he's a center back.
Oh, he's a center back.
So we use him. So we've been playing inverted left back since we got Zinchenko.
Okay.
So basically, in possession, he tucks into the midfield, and now we're overloading.
Yeah.
And we pretty much the rest of the guys move into a back three.
Okay.
And so it helps that all three of our other right backs are all auxiliary center backs as well.
Yeah.
So you're switching it to having. So in possession, it started with Zinchenko moving from left back into midfield.
Yeah.
Because he's originally a center midfielder.
Yeah.
And then you have Gabriel as a left center back, Saliba in the middle, and then Ben White or Timber on the right as the 3, which is pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
So that's how we're supposed to look in attack, doing that. Calafiori kind of marauding from that position, doing runs, taking the ball, doing some shit, has brought some chaos factor, and that's been good when he's been able to do it. He scored a hell of a goal against Man City for his first goal.
Yeah.
Last year. It was a great way to announce
The
himself.
volley, yeah.
And but the problem was he wasn't available for enough of the season. So I mean, but that's how it turned into a great story with Miles. We didn't think Miles was going to play that much at left back last year, and then he got his first England cap, shit like that. So crazy shit, but the defense looks pretty solid, and the new thing, it looks like the Norgard signing is actually pretty astute. I mean, he seems like a good character in the in the dressing room. You know, comes over as the former captain of Brentford. You know, he's a no nonsense midfielder, good tackler, like steady on the ball. He looks. I mean, I'm not saying he's better than what Jorginho was, because Jorginho has some actual really special qualities.
Mm-hmm.
But Jorginho was pretty old and washed, and Norgard is, he's like 30 or whatever, 31, but he's still got plenty of juice in the legs, and he looked tidy. Like, so I'm pretty happy with the upgrades that Arsenal made around the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me that Arsenal, so like this is, we have the new technical director, right? With the director of football, whatever, Andrea Berta has come in from Atletico Madrid. He had 6 signings through the door before, by mid-July.
Nice.
Jokeres was done at very end of July, right?
Yeah.
Right here, the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And so by the end of July, we had 6 guys in the doors.
It's big. Yeah.
Addressing all the things, because what do you want?
All the missing pieces,
you want the pieces to be there in preseason so they can start to fucking get, understand the relationships with the other players, get a feel for the club, get settled if they're not from the country.
Yeah.
There is a big, you can see with Mikel in particular, he really likes buying Premier League players because of like the lack of adjustment period they need. Because he knows everyone pretty much that comes from other, if you want them to be a starter, like there's going to be an adjustment period. Like famously, like Pires in his first season got kicked around and was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like it's tough to come in. So you have a guy that played every game. He played the most minutes under Thomas Frank at Brentford last season than anyone else. So he was his most important guy. His go-to guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to even play that many minutes this year. Fingers crossed. Like that's not the issue.
Yeah.
Because we also signed Zubimendi, but yeah, I mean the Zubimendi signing looks amazing. Like we really. This guy should really change the level of our midfield to really. I mean, if Odegaard comes back into form, like I'll take our midfield versus anyone, even against the PSG midfield, which is arguably the best.
Great.
Having won the Champions League like that.
Yeah, great midfield.
Motherfuckers.
So good. Neves.
But there's been a lot of people in the Arsenal fan base that have not been too happy about signing Nani Madueke because it's another fucking Chelsea player, Chelsea reject, this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's right.
After Kai Havertz, after Jorginho, after Peter Cech,
yeah.
after Willian, after William fucking Gallas.
It's different if you're signing them for depth, though. You know what I mean? And it's something that I have noticed about Arsenal, as you say, that one injury last season to Odegaard or Saka, done. You guys go on like a barren run.
Months.
Yeah, you guys go on a barren run, get a bunch of draws.
They both got hurt last year.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like they recognize that as, the key issue here, apart from a target man, and they just want to fill out those roles.
Well, we were lucky that David Raya didn't get hurt because we had that piece of shit Neto from Wolves, and he was horrible in like the 1 or 2 times he played for us. So thank God he didn't get hurt. So I mean, I'm not mad. Listen, if you can sign a guy that was the world record, purchase for keeper, what was he, like 70 million for Chelsea?
Yeah.
We signed Kepa for 5 million from Chelsea. Fixed our backup keeper issue like that.
Yeah.
And he played really well for Bournemouth last season. Like, if Raya got hurt, like, Kepa can play.
Yeah.
This guy, most expensive goalkeeper of all time. Not bad for a backup. So that was very astute business. I mean, we've been very un-Arsenal-like in the transfer window.
Yeah.
Not the Arsene Wenger waiting till the end of he always wait till the deadline day, and then we couldn't get it over the line. And you're like, well, again, we didn't get the guy.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't get the guy.
Yeah.
Last fucking year, again, we didn't get the striker. Didn't get him in January.
He got too sentimental in his latter years for Arsenal.
He did. He got soft.
Yeah.
He got soft.
Yeah. But it's no. I mean, it feels like Atletico is a good run incredibly well. So to get their technical director or whatever, and this is the conversation we were having too earlier offline about these backroom staff guys. Like, they're becoming more and more public facing. Like, it seems to be like, oh, we got a great signing. We signed this technical director or that chief of recruitment.
Do you see who our new coach is?
No.
Old United player.
Who?
one Mr. Gabriel Ainse.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
He's a fucking nut.
Dude.
Did you see the videos of him as a manager in South America?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's him
Yeah.
losing his shit with the
Really?
media, all sorts of
God,
stuff.
he was like a cult favorite.
Yeah, I
at
mean,
Man
I
United.
liked him.
Yeah,
I
Loved him.
hated United players, but I liked him.
Oh yeah, he was.
I was so happy once he went to Madrid. I
Yeah.
didn't have to hate him as much.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, good for you, Ain't say, man. Oh, what,
So
what a
we had
player.
one of our guys, one of our really good young coaches, like go
Yeah.
off to manage somewhere
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so now he's in, and he's been apparently he was friends with Mikel from their days at PSG together back in the day.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's where the connection is. And so yeah, he's a new guy on our bench and a new fiery, crazy bastard
yeah,
to throw in something into the. You know, I'm glad he's not the manager.
yeah.
But to add that crazy bastard to the mix, you know, he's a wily motherfucker.
I'm
He's
all
got
for
some,
it, man. I'm all for it.
Are you? You're also all for it for us?
Well, yeah, keep him around the Premier League. It needs more characters like Gabby Ainse, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
don't want it to get too sterile up in here with all the, you know.
Over under 1.5 red cards for him this year. I'll take the over 1/2.
Yeah, right, for sure. Yeah,
he'll get sent out.
He'll get in a fourth official's face.
Yeah,
over,
absolutely.
Over 9 minutes of stoppage time instead of the 5 that he expected or whatever.
Yeah, I'm jamming the over on 0.5. 1.5, I don't know, because I feel like Mikel's gonna be pissed off at him when he gets red carded. But
yeah, and look, it's like I think for the last how many years has it been now? 12 years for Manchester United. The choices for us, the prospect for us has always been like choosing, you know, which guy is gonna bang your girlfriend like at the end of every season, right? Like, and so no matter what, it will always pain me to say this, but like I feel like the meme has always been like Arsenal look close, but I don't think they're gonna get it over the line,
Right.
Like. And yet they defied those odds and almost did, so to speak. But I think this is truly the first time I've really seen them make, like you said, filling the gaps, having actual depth. Because defenses, yes, may win championships in as the old adage goes, but
gotta score
depth
goals.
is what, depth
You
and
need
goals.
goals and depth.
Yeah, is what gets you through a season with Champions League football, FA Cups, League Cups, and
you know what?
Premier
And
League.
we added a striker that scored 53 goals.
Yeah.
Right in Europe last year.
Yeah.
Or I mean across all competitions, whatever. I mean, granted the Portuguese league, whatever, but you can only score on what's in front of you.
You know, say he's not a target man.
Well, I mean, he's a number 9. He's a nice headed goal for his first
an
goal.
interesting statistic, and look it up. Don't quote me. I tried to Google it. I couldn't find it that easily, but apparently, some 70% of his goals are scored out like on like the 6-yard line. You know what I mean? Like that was and you know, obviously, Amorim. We've looked at it ad nauseum how he ran that sporting team.
Right.
Get those, you know, wing backs up as high as possible to the touchline, cut it back to Gyökeres. He scores 40 goals in the process of that. Yeah,
yeah,
and, like,
that's you know with the personnel that we have, with in particular on the right side. I mean, because the right side's been better coordinated.
Yeah.
And so, in particular, like Timber did fine with it, but from an attacking perspective, we've been better with Ben White because his understanding with Saka on that right side over the past 3 years has gotten to where they're just about telepathic. The overlaps are so fluid.
Yeah.
The ball always gets released at the right time, and then Ben White gets to the end line and gets a cutback a ball, and to have Victor there instead of a fucking Havertz
or a Trossard at times.
Yeah, well, Trossard's our most clinical finisher, to be honest. To be honest.
Yeah.
It's
but
it's
it's not just that, right? It's the imposing. It's getting that inch on your defender
but it's also
them out
it's
of
the
it.
pace, it's the muscle, it's the size, it's all that. Like Big Vic's a fucking beast. He is jacked. He has turned himself into a unit. If you look at because even when he started scoring goals for Coventry and all that, like he was still like the pictures of him at Brighton before he went on loan. He's skinny. He's little.
Yeah.
Like he's not like he learned to fill out. Like he was like, hey, I need to turn into a beast, and has undergone a body transformation.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of similar to, you know, it's funny right now. Everyone's making jokes about Kai Havertz because he's gained. When he got injured last year, then he pretty much just hit the gym. Yeah. And so he's gained 20 pounds of muscle.
Good. Yeah.
Like he looks like
he needs it. You
know, he's starting to look like Fernando Llorente, not like fucking you know, skinny ass chicken Chelsea. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
The way he looked like when he was on Havertz, you know, when Havertz was there, or at Leverkusen.
And hey, Ekitike kind of looks like that guy right now. So it's like,
Skinny boy, you get banged up.
Yeah, we'll see how he transitions. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good transfer window. I want it all to go wrong for you guys come Sunday, because I mean, I think it like, that being said, I still think. I am not as much a believer because in Liverpool's chance to really push for a repeat. First of all, incredibly difficult to win 2 in a row unless you're apparently Man City. But secondly, like, maybe we're all just hoping against hope. Maybe it's those preseason wishful thinking, but they've lost TAA Trent. So that
They've lost Darwin.
They've lost poor Darwin, not Darwin. That exceptional delivery, set piece taker, all that. Just sort of the heart of the Liverpool team in many ways. Gone. Mo Salah skying that penalty, I think, is just a mark of things to come. Because
and Van Dijk didn't cover himself in glory.
No.
And he's got all new fullbacks.
And they're just getting older.
And they don't have a new center back yet.
Yeah, and they're just like, it's been said about them too. We've kind of been waiting for that drop off as they get older to happen. And maybe we'll have to wait 1 more year, maybe 2, but eventually, inevitably, it'll come. So Liverpool have paid all they can pay to make up for that reality.
Right.
But nevertheless, it's an adjustment period no matter who they buy, and without Salah's output.
We saw when they bought those other players a couple years before,
Yeah.
like they weren't close to being a top 2 team, really.
No.
Like, even if they were still in Champions League,
Yeah.
like they fell off pretty bad in the title race the year before when
Yeah.
they were supposed to be the ones to hold, to do it.
Yeah.
And they didn't look that great.
No.
We'll do odds on for the title right after this, but
Sure.
but the last thing I was going to say about Arsenal's depth and their signings and stuff, that there has been interesting development over the course of preseason. One with Ethan Nwaneri, which was a big deal that he signed his new contract.
Yeah.
Because he's the Odegaard understudy.
Yeah.
He's also a good option off the right.
Yeah.
He almost went double digits after only getting so many games last year.
Wow.
Like, the kid can fucking shoot. He's one of our best finishers already at 18. But there was also the emergence of Max Dowman in this preseason, and the kid's only 15 fucking years old, making people look silly out there.
Yeah.
He made Joelinton look like a statue when he played Newcastle. Kid's 15.
They're just getting
It's
younger
crazy,
and younger
man.
now.
And we're not going to go too far with it, but like the comparisons are as crazy as you could imagine.
Yeah.
For a left-footed right-sided winger.
Yeah.
They're, whether it's Lamine, whether it's Leo, whether it's fucking Mo, like that's the way that they're regarding his talent and all that in that position.
Yeah.
And so, so the thing is right now is that Arsenal, they still, there's still fans that are going crazy after all the good signings we've done. Mm-hmm. There's people that are still losing their shit that we don't sign a left winger.
Yeah.
And like the idea of Rodrigo coming in sounds great, but also, do you want to pay the 100 million euros that Real Madrid want for him? Do you want to pay the 400K a week that he probably wants?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a tough financial deal to do all those things. Mm-hmm. And we say, is he an upgrade? Like, he is an upgrade. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
But I don't know that that's where I'd want to put my resources necessarily. There's a lot of talk about Eberechi Eze. Mm-hmm. It doesn't, even though he can play on the left, and that makes sense, it doesn't make too much sense because you have Odegaard, and the noise around him and that signing was happening before Ethan officially signed his contract.
Yeah.
And so Eze would come in. If he came in, he would take the number 10.
Yeah.
Which is currently still open. And you would have him as an option there, but you would feel like that would kind of be blocking Nwaneri as this kid who's supposed to be the next 10 for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could play Eze on the left, and like it's one of those things that's like, back with the Arsenal Invincibles back in the day, it's like, well, you didn't really need another striker. You have Kanu and this and that. It's like, well, do you need him? It's like, no, but like, just get another really good player. It's just another good fucking option. Like if you can sign the guy with the talent, you fucking take him. This guy's a winner. He scores goals. He's clutch. all that kind of shit. So whether you play him on the left, whether you play him in left center midfield. But the thing is that now that we signed Zubimendi and Rice is now playing 8, like the probably the best place to put Eze would be at left center mid as our 8 there.
Yeah.
But that's now where Declan Rice is going to operate.
Does he play a true 10 for Palace though? I feel like he does, right? He plays right behind the striker.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay. Sometimes. Okay.
But not always. I mean, he's played as an 8, he's played as a 10, and he's played as a left winger. He's played all 3 of those. Yeah. So he can play those positions. And I would bring him in, but I think in particular now that it actually looks like there's a real chance that Max should get minutes this year. Mm-hmm. And the only position, because he's basically third in line for the number 10, that if he's gonna be in the mix, at least for the cups and stuff, that like you already have, we signed Nani, right, Madueke, who his best position is the right wing, but we've mostly seen it. We've only seen him play on the left as of now.
Yeah.
I think there's been an adjustment, even though we signed him to officially be the understudy to Saka and the rotation guy, and also some on the left. Like Max has come in and looked so fucking good, better than any of other wingers not named Saka, and looking like he belongs to be in there. That now it's like, well, look, if we don't sign another winger, you know, because this kid looks like, if not this year, by next year he's going to be regular in the team playing.
That's crazy.
Like as a 16-year-old, is that you're going to need to, that like adding a number 10 when you have him and Nwaneri there doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
So it's like, well, if you're planning on using Eze just as a left winger or in the midfield, I mean, look, it's not my fucking money. Sign him.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
let's worry about it later.
Yeah, exactly.
We sign Eze, we're winning the fucking league. Like, we sign Eze, we're winning the fucking league. I'm there. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. That's the depth we need.
Yeah.
You can handle any fucking injury. We're talking about this year. I want to fucking win.
Yeah.
I think that gets us closer. That's. So I'm with it. I want it.
Yeah.
Sign him up. Give him the 10. I don't care. I'm ready for short-term wins. I don't care if he's 28 or whatever. Great. Let's get him for 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care.
Players last pretty long these days too, so you
know,
get 5 years out of that.
He was already at our academy. Bring him home.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to be there. He doesn't want to go to Spurs. Spurs is the much more obvious fit. It makes more sense for him.
It does.
But
they just lost James Madison.
Yeah. Cruise shit. Yeah, so they need a guy there. They need a guy there because the other guys that are there, like Kulusevski and all that, aren't really 10s in the same way.
No.
So, but Eze don't want to go to fucking, you know, if he's going to North London, he wants to go to the proper side.
Yeah.
So anyway, so everyone still wants a left winger at the club, but, you know, people are tired of Martinelli, this and that. Like I said, I think with a new system, with the midfielders and more consistent like play behind him, if Declan Rice is now the guy there in that position, and they can develop their understanding, I expect to get a better return from him. It's really make or break season for him for sure. Because if he doesn't do it now, that's it.
For sure.
Like he's got to do it. We need double digit goals.
Yeah. Do you think he's considered the weak link of your attack now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that's it. That we need an upgrade on
all the pressures on him.
That we need an upgrade on him and Trossard. So basically, everyone thinks, especially because some people like Trossard more than him, but because the age. Yeah. It's like, dude, he's only 23, right? He's about to turn 24 or whatever. Yeah. It's like, and you have Trossard who's 30. Like, there's an obvious, easy decision there. Yeah. And you don't want to give up the fastest guy on our team, the guy that can unlock defenses. So you wanted to bring in a guy that could at least be 1A, 1B to compete with Martinelli, because it was always kind of that he was ahead of Trossard. In the big games, if he was fit, he's the guy that start most of the time. That you wanted to bring in an option like that. But who are those options? Who are the people you could bring in? Barcola? Well, guess what? He's not leaving PSG. Right. You know, maybe Gordon if they hold on to Isak or something. But it doesn't check out. No. He's too ugly for Arsenal. Yeah. Fashion FC doesn't need a face only a mother could love.
Yeah. Yeah, he when he hit the pavement at the Euros, you couldn't tell the difference. He just woof. But yeah.
But so we have that issue as far as the depth goes, and so people want another option there. But so here's what I think about it though. So we're already planning on, the way I see it is that we're already planning on not signing another left-sided player. Yeah. Only if we sell Trossard, we sign someone to replace him. Otherwise, that's it. Yeah. That left-sided player, So let's just say, even if Trossard's gone, let's just take him out of the plans because he's not a guy we want to have playing in that position. We have Martinelli, right? We have Martinelli. We've had Madueke subbing in at 60, 70 minutes each game for him, playing on the left. He's probably going to be our new second option there. If he starts playing better than Martinelli, he will start starting there over Martinelli.
For sure.
So that's already there. So we are already kind of set there.
Yeah.
Because if you have Madueke who can play either side, and now Dauman's in the mix for the right side as well, and you have Nwaneri that played well there while Saka was hurt last year. And we have Gabby Jesus coming back before, in a couple months.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Perpetually broken Gabby
Yeah,
Jesus for his 6-run stint in the team.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty damn good on the left side and pretty good on the right side. To get us over the line this season, that's another wing option. Let's just say he's available for 3 months.
Yeah.
He's a good player you could add on either wing and a number 9. So I'm not that mad if we don't sign another left-sided forward. But I'm also thinking, some people were talking about this, that, Kai Havertz is one of Mikel Arteta's favorite players. Where is he going to play? If Victor's taking his starting striking spot and we just moved, we signed him to be the left 8, but now we put Declan Rice there, he's not favored over Declan Rice.
Yeah. Does he still play in midfield for Arsenal ever? Has he?
A little bit.
A little bit,
but he's pretty much played up top for the past year and a half.
He's been striker. Yeah. At one point, Mikel Moreno.
Well, Marino was playing there last year when Havertz got hurt.
Marino.
He played there this preseason when Havertz couldn't play.
Yeah.
He came in for Gyökeres in the first game he played. And but so here's what I think is that there might be options. So let's just say, okay, here goes this game. Martinelli's not playing very well. It's Gyökeres up top, Saka on the right. If you need to sub Saka, you have Madueke. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to sub Martinelli and you don't have Madueke, you know what you can do. Victor likes to play in the left channel as well.
Yeah.
Cut it on his right foot.
Yeah.
He can do what Martinelli does on the left. Why would it not be if it was 75 minutes, you had 20 minutes left with including injury time, right? Stoppage time. You bring on your second striker. We sacrifice Martinelli, you bring on target man Havertz, and you have Victor Gyökeres to his left and Saka on the right.
As long as it was a rotating triangle of them, I think that could work because I think Gyökeres would rebel if he was asked to play left wing.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
And I think it would be because that was the whole thing. The way we wanted to execute Havertz on that left 8 role was him making the runs, kind of bursting in through the box and doing that. So I think the whole point is to have it be somewhat fluid. And so you could have them kind of interchanging.
Yeah.
And if sometimes that's the first option to go to, on the left side, that's not the worst. I don't think that's the worst option. How else? I don't see how else you get Havertz and Gyökeres on the pitch at the same time. And they're both players that I think Mikel wants in his first 11.
Yeah. That's why I don't think you're making that over on Havertz.
I think making that over on 10 goals.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
But he's still going to have 40 appearances this year.
Yeah, maybe in an
maybe 20 of them are going to be from the bench.
Yeah.
No, but he's going to get starts. He's going to get plenty of starts.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm curious about this. So I'm not as worried about the left wing.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it put into effect yet. But I'm saying there's no way that he's not going to have. Hey, we're chasing a goal in the 80th minute. Bring on Havertz. Mm-hmm. Well, who's been playing better, Victor or fucking Martinelli? All right, take Martinelli off.
Right.
That seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
So I'm not as worried as other people are about the left wing. We've addressed the goals. We've addressed the depth. Sure, we could use one more. Bring me Eze. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Won't break the bank too much. They don't want to pay that much for a player doesn't have great resale value. Well, fuck it. You want to win the title, don't you? Win the fucking title.
Yeah.
This is the depth that could do it. So in case when someone gets hurt, inevitably someone gets hurt. You get really lucky 1 or 2 seasons where you don't have too many injuries, but someone's going to get hurt, you know? So I think that, you really want to, especially in the case if Liverpool were to sign Isak, then you gotta add as much firepower as you can.
Yeah.
And so add another left winger or whatever. But the thing is that the options that are out there look, Kvaratskhelia isn't there anymore. He was there in January. I mean, the agreement was already there with PSG. Mm-hmm. But, like, when people said there wasn't anyone there, I was like, this was the guy.
God.
That was the fucking guy.
PSG.
God damn it.
God, I love that guy.
So
Yeah.
So there's still, there's a paucity of, there's not that many options that excite other than Rodrigo. Mm-hmm. And the financial outlay for that is pretty exorbitant. So with all those things considered, I mean, like, yeah, give me Eze.
Yeah.
Or, or if you want to add another attacker, if Trossard goes, you buy an exciting prospect from somewhere, like you could bring another younger guy. I mean, the thing is that we want to win now. So the people won't be that happy with a young guy. People want the finished article because you want someone that's better than Martinelli. And like, go to upgrade a Martinelli. Where do you go? Like, there's not that many.
No.
There's not that many.
No.
People talk shit, but then who's better, and then who's available?
Yeah. Anyone who's better than Martinelli at this point is not available.
No.
Like, yeah.
They're too good.
He's at a certain
He's at a Champions League level.
echelon,
good.
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, this guy plays for Brazil.
Yeah.
Like all those things. Like he's behind Vinny and Rodrigo, but he actually plays for Brazil.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty good fucking level, even if we're picky. And
it's no shade. There's no shame being back up to Vinicius, right?
Right. Exactly.
That's
the Brazilian talisman, right?
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
So and with those things in regard, like I'm happy with the business we've done. Would I take another attacking player? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do it. But I know that they have to offload. I mean, there's a lot of salary on the books. The Gabby Jesus making a lot of money. Zinchenko making a lot of money.
Yeah.
The Vieira and Kivior stuff not so bad. Like I said, Zinchenko, and then you just gotta get a few, some dead weight off the books. That's for sure. But everyone knows that's the hardest part of doing it, unless you're Liverpool. Apparently, you can just get rid of all your players, and everyone wants to buy them.
Diaz and
I know
Darwin Núñez, and they just get a shitload of money, and then they spend it all on Isak. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, well, that's all right. We're gonna move it on. Let's go as far as our expectations, right? So we've talked about how our teams are going, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk. I guess before we get to the title decisions, you're not going to think your team's in the title race this year, right?
Of course we are. What do you think this is? This is preseason now.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
We're undefeated.
Leicester City.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this. Once upon a time.
All right. So check this out. So my expectations for your expectations.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
The pie in the sky is you make it back into the Champions League next year.
Of course. Yeah. That's
top
the only
top
goal.
Five is
That's
everything.
the only
That's
goal.
That's it. You don't have any European football to worry about. You just got.
Yeah.
You just focus
It's
on the
our
league.
one
You got to be top 5.
Objective. Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah.
So that's pie in the sky. That's best case scenario.
Yeah.
Next, acceptable but not great would be finishing 6th place and being Europa League. Maybe going far in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like that's like the minimum for it not to be a horrible season.
Does Amorim keep his job if they?
I think if he's
Get
6th, 7th place
6th or 7th,
or better, I think he keeps it for one more year.
Yeah.
If he's
I
at
do
least
too.
Gets some Europa League. I mean, maybe they get to maybe you guys get to an FA Cup final. Like maybe something like a cup run.
Yeah.
Because that's all you have.
Right.
And in the mix for the last 5 spot, you were competitive for
the
Champions League spot.
Just missed out. Yeah.
Just missed out to Tottenham from 5th place. Again.
God damn it! They did it again. They got us again.
So that's kind of where I put it. And then anything else, I think you finish at 10th place or 12th place, everyone's gone. Like,
I would agree with all that except that clearly 21 is coming. So that's just we're winning the league. So.
Yeah, it's got to be it. It's got to be it.
That's what's happening. So other than that, I would agree with you. But yeah.
All right, now give me your title contenders because I think I have 4.
4.
3 realistically, but there's 4.
Don't quote me on this. I'm not
I think
fully confident in this. I don't think City are in it this year.
Wow.
I don't think they've made good enough signings over the last 4 years.
What if they sign Rodrigo in the next couple of weeks? Because that's in the talks now too. And Donnarumma's coming, right? That's what you just said.
Yeah, I think Donnarumma. Yeah, it sounds like they have an agreement with him.
But see, that doesn't make sense too, because he doesn't really play with his feet well enough. Like Ederson,
I don't see right.
But I guess
Ederson's whole thing is that he plays with his feet.
But we saw in the painful Champions League semifinals that Arsenal had against PSG, the man of the match both matches was Donnarumma. So he definitely kept them in it. Like he's
great.
He's a beast of a keeper.
Absolutely.
Even he's probably worth getting, even if he doesn't play out of the back the way you want him to.
He can drag. Don't get me. I think he can drag you over the line in a cup competition. I don't know if PSG are necessarily competitive in their league. Per se, they just sweep it. So I think he's like that X factor when you need him. But knowing Pep, it seems odd that he would want a keeper who is pretty immobile and is not really known for his passing ability. But overall, like, who did they sign? Shirky, like, from Lyon? Whatever. People seem to be singing him a whole lot of praises, and he's good, but
he's no Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who are they? Yeah, how have they replaced all their sort of key players? They brought back Gundogan at one point, which was really strange, and obviously didn't. I think so.
He might still be there.
I don't think it panned out very well. They haven't Marmouche is good, but not like great.
Yeah, not world beater.
Savinho they brought in. Now they're already selling
He's going to Tottenham.
Yeah,
there's Doku's pretty good.
Really inconsistent. Like his end product is terrible. Doku. Holland seems to be that one sort of the tip of the spear for them that it really isn't getting the support. I think City are kind of out of it.
I think one of the biggest things that shouldn't go. I mean, obviously we saw why it happened last year, but apparently they had it kind of hush hush until recently that Rodri had injured himself again, not terribly, but had a setback in the Club World Cup.
Sure.
With his knee issue, whatever.
Yeah.
And that he won't be fit for at least another month.
Just another worthless competition that's just going to take out these players continuously.
So, I mean, when it's Rodri, I don't mind too much, but
no,
I feel you. But so, we saw how bad losing Rodri, what it did to their midfield last year.
Yeah.
A couple exits. Yeah, they're going to be in the mix. I don't think they're going to win the league this year, but who would be surprised if they finish ahead of Liverpool? I wouldn't be that surprised.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying don't quote me on it.
I hope they don't win the league. I hope it's Arsenal ahead of them,
and
that it's Arsenal, City, Liverpool. That's fine with me. But I think we got to consider Chelsea.
That was the dark horse.
Yeah, they're the dark horse. The other three, and the odds say that. The odds are Liverpool, Arsenal, City.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
Yes.
A little further back. Not nearly as close. But
they make good signings. They look good.
Well, if you sign 50 players, you're going to find a few that are fucking good.
Right, but
you sign 30, you just got to sign 25% good players.
Right. But
you sell the rest.
We thought that when they signed players like Nkunku, who unfortunately got a really bad injury. I'm not going to say his quality or whatever, but just never bounced back.
Yeah.
Like, João Pedro is an excellent signing.
Yeah.
Very fitting for their system.
I did not like how he came in and played in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Cost me some money that
right, I'm sure. But, excellent sign. Neto panning out. Looks fantastic.
Hasn't had the fucking hamstring injury that we thought he might get.
Yeah.
He must be due for that this year.
Yeah, let's hope so. I think they're being a little bit more savvy. With
and everyone says that
Caicedo
is playing better. I mean,
looks like they might sign Garnacho too. So for what it's worth,
I mean, he's a good option.
One of the more talented young players in the league. Can be great for their depth. I hate to say it, because I think they ultimately were the team that flicked the first domino that ruined football as we know it. As money leagues now. But for once it looks like maybe they're putting their money to good use a little bit, and they look strong. They look potent in attack, solid in defense. Caicedo is just continues to be the new Conte, and just sort of a revelation in that regard. Sucks that they got him. But that position is so goddamn integral to every team now that I love that the number, the 6 hybrid box to box, whatever, is the $110 million signing nowadays.
I mean,
it speaks
I'm not
volumes
mad.
about the technical.
I'm still happy that we got
football.
Declan Rice over him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So But I mean, yeah, he's definitely started to show the quality that we did see in him at Brighton.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't settle very well very quickly, but you know, eventually, I mean, they've stuck with him.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised. You know, Enzo Fernandez feels like a little bit of a pretender. You know, like
Yeah.
like he was flatteringly deceived with Argentina and shit.
Yeah.
You
Their
know?
captain, though.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's like, they gave him that responsibility, and
Well, yeah, they didn't give it to Simple Jack.
No. Go
Fucking Cole fucking Palmer. I was talking shit on him not doing anything the whole Club World Cup, and then he
Yeah.
doesn't does everything in that final.
Yeah, absolutely.
Murdered
Just
me.
goes off, dude. Yeah. And he's
That-
got it in his locker, man. We know he's got a run of form, a purple patch at the very
Yeah,
least.
and you just know
in
that
him.
like he can't get scared or anything because he doesn't have the brain
No,
cells
he
to
doesn't.
think of anything. You know what I mean?
Can't
Like
spell fear.
yeah, exactly. He can't spell fear. How would he know? How could he smell it? He wouldn't even know,
he
doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, like they could creep up. They've done it before.
Yeah,
You know.
and, who knows? Maybe between João Pedro and Liam Delap,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Forgot about him.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
yeah, I mean they've like. I was expecting them
He
to
looks
still
good.
have Nico Jackson,
Yeah.
and the fact that he might be gone,
Yeah.
it doesn't bode well for the rest of the league. Because as long as he was there, I knew they were going to be missing all of those fucking
Yeah.
chances.
A few sitters.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Impressive how he can miss.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think what they've done, I mean, they still need a better keeper. That's why I thought maybe they would go for Donnarumma or whatever. But,
Yeah.
I mean, like talking about those other shitty signings, you know, Mudryk now
Yeah.
banned. He's working as the personal trainer for a bunch of the other players.
Shut up.
That's like, well, like, however they have it worked out, that's what he's doing, like, with still involved with the team.
That's what happens when you give him a 10-year contract, my guy.
Yeah, now they're
you
like,
know?
well, all right, yeah, personal train these guys because you know how
Yeah.
to work out at least.
Yeah.
You know how to fucking.
Yeah. My God. That is
Spent a lot of money on that.
grim. That is grim for Mudryk.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd. I'm really glad that we signed Trossard instead of him. What a fucking waste of money that would have been. We would have
Yeah.
never died that down.
No.
And how is Chelsea then? I mean, I guess they do so much business that you just forget that
Pretty much.
that they've signed 20 players since then.
Yeah. You know, like we just said, it's just like, say what you will, they sold Madueke for like 50 mil. Like that's, you know, sure, it's half the Mudryk signing, but they make their money back in droves. I hate to say it, you know, but they just have a really good system going for making money.
Yeah.
So
Cleaning,
they
washing,
never. It
circulating.
feels like they never worry. They can throw away 100 mil and just
Yeah, I know.
freaking
They
make
can just
back.
do it and not
Yeah.
even worry about it. Like,
No.
oh, we missed on that one. Oh, well, just fire into the chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they
Who
they
cares?
went on to sign 7 more players the next window. Like it doesn't matter. Like
Well, so with the talent on display and the
Yeah.
amount, the size of their payroll and all that,
Yeah.
you have to take Chelsea into consideration. I don't think they're going to win. I think it might be similar to last season, where maybe around Christmas time they could still be in the mix or something.
Sure.
But they're not gonna hold over the course of the season.
No.
I really hope not, and I hope, I just hope some ill will to some of those people. I just, You know, it's
Yeah.
just, they're bad people,
Yeah.
Chelsea people.
yeah, they truly are.
Can't support anything of them doing.
No.
So, I mean, I got it going. Like, if I have to pick, as it stands, with Liverpool having Ekitike and not Isak,
Yeah.
with you guys having Sesko, we have Gyökeres, all that shit. Chelsea, everyone who they have now. I got to be an optimist on this because it's, even though I've said it other years, this definitely has to be our best chance because we signed the striker and all that.
Yeah.
That if I were to pick the top 4 or top 5,
Yeah.
I'm probably going Arsenal, City, Liverpool.
I like that. Yeah.
Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and then Chelsea. Like Chelsea are going to be 4. I mean, because you think Tottenham are going to beat them? No.
No. Is
United
there
aren't
is
gonna
there
beat
a
them?
dark
No.
horse for 4th? Is United the
Newcastle.
dark horse?
Newcastle, and United are the dark horses.
Not Villa
for it.
this time?
No.
No. You think Villa are done?
Unai Emery doesn't do that well for that long.
Okay. Yeah. So you say.
You know, I mean, were you guys going to sign Dibu Martinez? Let's talk about that too.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not going to get Donnarumma,
Yeah.
that we're back to him being your number 1 target, right?
I just think until the Baleba deal is settled.
All right, just stick with Onana. That'll be great. Don't worry about it.
It's fucking nightmare, to be honest. He's not even fit for the Arsenal match.
Who's going to play the fucking...
Bayindir, the Turkey keeper.
Fucking big lop.
It'll have to be. Or Tom Heaton, man. 42-year-old or whatever. 42-year-old Tom Heaton. Like,
Okay.
you know, throw him in there. Let's
Yeah.
get him in there.
Throw him in there. I'm all for it. Let's see it.
That's,
down.
you know, old hero over here. Yeah.
So I'll take Chelsea at 4th, and since Isak's still there, I'll take Newcastle at 5th over Spurs.
Okay. Which is technically a Champions League place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I said top 5.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah, top 5.
That's
yeah.
what matters. And I'll put United at like 7th
Yeah.
because they'll be behind Spurs in 6th.
Okay.
But you both get Europa League.
Yeah. Okay. Spurs. I will make the bold call
Okay,
of
let's hear it.
saying that Manchester United will finish 4th. We will finish 4th.
No, 5th is Champions League, bro.
I know
Don't be
5th is
crazy.
Champions League. I say
You're crazy.
bold call here. We finish
Hot take.
Hot take. We finish 4th. We push Chelsea into 5th. Newcastle, because
Sixth
they've
place.
become a meme, will get pushed out completely. Yeah, completely
Newcastle-
of that
Newcastle and
Champions
Tottenham
League
out of there into the
Exactly,
Europa League.
Newcastle, Tottenham. They exit. Maybe Palace makes a run. You know, like
Hey.
I'd like to see
I mean,
that.
if they keep Eze,
yeah. Who's this? The French striker. they have?
Mateta, man, has been a monster.
Yeah, they've got a team. Their manager's really good too. I really like him. I think he's got
Glasner.
I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So maybe they sneak up.
I'm
into
actually
7th.
worried. I mean, good thing that Tottenham was so bad last year because
Yeah.
like Thomas Frank, I like a lot. Like
Yeah.
he's a good. He has always his glowing stuff to say about Arsenal and all that
Yeah,
kind of shit,
yeah,
which
yeah.
doesn't endear him too much to those
Spurs fans.
those
Yeah.
yeah. I want to use the words I want to say. But I mean, he's gonna make them better.
They just lost Madison. They haven't really signed any big signings. Maybe they.
Kudus.
Yeah. Maybe
But
they
that's
miss
not that
out.
big.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they just miss out. Maybe they miss out on Champions League.
Well, I think
Or,
they missed out on
sorry,
Champions League.
Yeah.
But I think they'll make
Europa.
Europa.
Okay, all
Like
right.
they'll bounce back enough for that. I think.
Yeah, maybe they
I mean
miss out
they
completely.
have a better manager.
Yeah.
There's just no way around it. They have a better manager in now.
Yeah.
And I think that he, will be
Yeah.
able to do something with some of that team. If they don't get decimated by injuries again,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wishing all the ill will on him. But,
Yeah.
but I don't like that I actually like their manager. It's been a long
Yeah.
time since there was someone I really respected in their chair. So.
Sure. Yeah. And he's a good one.
And not that I hated Ange, but I was just like, the shit with like playing the high line with like 10-9 players and shit,
Look,
stuff like
Ange
that.
got by on his personality.
Charisma.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's face it. Like, fun to listen to the
mate.
guy with his Aussie accent. Come on, mate. Yeah. But, like, a shit coach, clearly. Like, you know what I mean?
Punching above his weight, apparently.
Yeah.
Celtic was the...
Like, anyways. So, I do think this is the one season that I said to him, when Arsenal signed Gyökeres, I was like, this is it. This is it. They're either gonna win it or like
or
shit the bed.
it's gonna
Yeah.
fucking
right.
Then it's
just
gonna be
all
like
downhill.
Oh,
from
Saka
here.
wants to leave for Real Madrid.
Yeah,
Like, da-da-da-da,
exactly.
da-da-da-da.
Like, this is it.
Saliba's leaving.
100%.
It all falls apart.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is make or break.
Arteta too.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, man.
I mean, there's
like,
huge amount of
yeah.
pressure on Arsenal. And,
Yeah.
this
This
all
is
their
it.
guys.
That's so. I really truly feel that. So with that in mind, they finished second behind Liverpool, and it's I mean, I hate to admit it just because it disgusts me, but maybe Liverpool get a repeat, Arsenal second, City third, United. We make it back into the Champions League, honor and glory, and all that stuff. Chelsea fifth. Newcastle sixth. Let's do another hot take and say Palace make it 7th. So Spurs miss out
in the mud in the conference league.
Yeah, they're in the conference league. I think that's where they belong, frankly. Like, that's rich coming
Palace,
from a United
that,
fan who
what was
finished
it?
below them, or was it?
Was it Palace have to play in the conference league now, and Nottingham Forest, or what was it the other way around?
Yeah, because of whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Some bullshit paperwork thing.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
They're now in the Conference League instead of the Europa League, which is
that's
so
crazy.
stupid and unfair. But a less difficult league.
Yeah.
You know, and Newcastle have Champions League, which once again they will suffer because of
Sure.
that. And without those signings too,
Yeah.
without
Yeah,
those
they have not added
signings,
what they
they're
need.
gonna get hammered with that schedule. They're just not gonna be able to play Eddie Howe's system without depth.
Right.
Like they're just gonna get
Yeah,
decimated.
because they're gonna get worn out. Too
Yeah,
much.
they're just gonna get decimated. So, and I just love them being the meme. I really do, as the richest
Yeah,
club
that's-
in the world.
That is great.
Yeah. So
In the mud,
yeah,
straight to jail.
straight to jail.
Well, let's talk about our match on Sunday. It's
Yeah.
Quite the interesting way to start the season off. You know, it's I don't remember this ever happening. But
Yeah.
it is a nearly relegated team against second place. It's
Hey,
pretty common
whoa.
pretty common for a first day kind of matchup action when you really think about it.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't put any Champions League teams against each other. So
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
a little
Wow.
sense.
Okay. Yeah. Rub
that's,
it in.
that's just where you are
Yeah.
now. That's where you are. Hey, listen, you guys might get better. I gotta get it while I got it.
Well, we're finishing fourth. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
So Arsenal have pretty much their first choice team available. You know, Zubimendi and Gyökeres I expect to start. You know, our classic wingers of Martinelli and Saka, the new first choice midfield of Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard, and the starting center backs, the pair of Saliba and Gabriel, and then we'll see who plays at fullback. 1A, 1B for both those positions. Perfectly happy if it's Timber or White on the right, or if it's Calafiori and Miles Lewis Skelly on the left. Either way, it's play strong.
I want you to pick. Yeah.
I think it'll be Calafiori on the left for Sunday and Ben White on the right. Because Timber's kind of ahead of him in the pecking order, but Timber's been coming back from an injury, so Ben has been starting. So for week 1, that's where I see it. And Kepa starting over. No, I'm just kidding. No, Raya will be in goal.
Yeah.
Raya will be in goal. And so, you know, and the thing is that we were talking about that the depth in squad, that like the bench, like how you got to fill 7 people on the bench, and like who goes, because people are going to miss out.
Yeah.
You know, the Zinchenko's, the Kivior, and all that. There isn't room for them on the bench. You know, if Mosquera's there, and you have a couple other defenders, that if you have you're going to have 2 of those fullbacks, and then your attacking options. Because we were talking about potentially even getting Max Dowman on the bench.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you have Trossard on the bench, if you have Havertz on the bench, if you have Madueke on the bench, plus other defenders, like there's only 1 spot left.
Yeah.
With Kepa and those 2 other defenders, you only get to get 7, right? So,
Yeah.
so it's tough. There's a lot of there's Norgard on the bench. He should be right as backup 6. So that's the guy. So you're already out of spots.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's fun to have a blessing of riches, you know, like an embarrassment of riches for the short time as it is, because we didn't have that for pretty much all last season.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know, it's still terrifying at the potential, all the different ways the season could go based on how this match starts. You know, we have the talking points and the storyline of Sesko versus Gyökeres, the 2 strikers that were the top ones, you know, in demand.
Yeah.
The fact that they're playing for the opposite teams that people thought they were as far as number 1 targets, you know, before this summer. You know, so if Sesko comes on and has a great cameo and scores a goal to win or tie the match or something, that's great for you guys.
Great
and it's
storyline.
Arsenal drop points. And, are they going to fuck up again? Are they going to be second round again? I mean, I already see all the fucking pages.
Yeah.
You know, or do we come out and does Arsenal score several goals and all of a sudden the new well-oiled machine, and like, should they be favorites?
Yeah.
Over Liverpool. Like,
It's fickle. We know football's fickle.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the littlest bit could change the whole fucking thing. So, you know, but
Or is it a draw? 2-2. Yeah.
That's a pretty common scoreline for
Yeah.
us, and I don't like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that'll be a point earned for you, and
That
2
would be
points
a
dropped
good
for
result
us.
for
Yeah,
us.
you kidding me?
Great
Of course
result.
it would.
You need to get
Of course
cut.
it
What is
would.
it? Cut your hand off. What's the saying? You cut.
I'd bite your hand off.
Bite your hand off. Yeah.
I'd bite your hand off for a point right now.
Yeah, for a point right now. Yeah, exactly. I take that, especially knowing, like, as you are describing your sort of locked in starting 11, I'm like, who the fuck are we gonna start? Like, how? You know, like, over preseason, it was such like a mixed bag. It felt very experimental of finding who was, you know, which position fit who the best, etc.
You don't know what tactic you're talking
Yeah.
about. The striker, you don't even know who's going to play because we have what? Because
Right.
Hoyland's potentially leaving. You don't want him to get hurt.
We literally benched him completely for the final preseason match, which is like, give him 2 minutes if you plan on a guy playing to start the season opener, you give him 10 minutes at least, right?
I mean,
even if you're preserving him.
I mean, the favorite thing I could see, like what I would enjoy the most seeing on the score sheet would be like on the team sheet.
Yeah.
Would be Mason Mount playing it as a false nine.
God, that was like such a, and I have protested Mason Mount signing since he was a Chelsea player. I was like, fuck that guy. We ever sign him, what a fucking joke. And we signed him for 60 mil, which is this other Chelsea thing of like, how did you offload this
we got a pretty good deal with paying that same amount for Havertz. We got a lot more return out of him. Havertz has more than 20 goals for us.
They were the combining duo that won the Champions League for Chelsea. Which, by the way, how many Champions League does Arsenal have compared to Chelsea?
Who can tell?
Who knows? Yeah, no. There's no way of checking that. There's no way of checking that. But it's like. So if like we're starting from the back, right? Already we have the goalkeeper problem. Onana was injured all preseason. Bayindir is kind of not great, especially playing out the back. He's terrible.
And we're gonna be bringing that press.
Yeah, exactly. And but he is size wise. He's formidable.
Yeah.
For corner kicks and stuff.
Yeah, he's a shot stopper. As a big lump. He does it.
And that was the one thing in like comparing like what preseason was and what the season opener could be is like, okay, Arsenal has all the set pieces. They're obviously good in transition. They're going to play a really high press, fast pace, all this stuff. So do we play more defensive? Because initially we would have Euro, De Ligt, and Luke Shaw. And then a left wing back would be Dorgu, who's locked in at that point. He's starting. And then on the right wing back, however, we have Amad Diallo, who is not really a defensive wing back.
He's more of an attacking.
He's more of an attacker. Forward, yeah, he'd be more in like you would say like
right winger mode.
A right winger. Yeah, if anything. So if we're playing against Arsenal and we are, inferior in terms of like those matchups. Do we play more defensive? That's where I would lean if I hadn't seen them play this more attacking thing all preseason. So, with that being said, I'm going to say we're going to kind of stick to that in a sense. Euro has been a revelation on that
looks like
right.
Your best defender now?
Yeah, he's hands down not necessarily like the best defender, quote unquote, but like the best defender for this system. Everything we want from our center back, that's who Euro is and will continue to be for 20 years.
And so he's playing with Maguire?
He's a right center back. De Ligt is technically going to be our starting middle center back, like our sweeper. And then Shaw would be the left center back. But at this point, I would shuffle them around once again for the size and matchups in corner kicks. De Ligt will be on the right, Euro will be on the left, and Maguire will be in the middle. Right center back.
Wouldn't De Ligt, the left footer, be on the...
De Ligt's not left footer.
He's not left footer? He's right footer? Okay,
yeah. So you'd have 3 right footers as center backs, essentially. Okay. And then Dorgu, I would say take that gamble. Play Ahmad. Be that... Like, make them sweat on if they lose the ball.
Yeah, well, because they're pretty pacey, but like Calafiori can be exposed by speed because he's a center back, not really a fleet-footed left back. Right. And Miles Lewis-Skelly's a center. He's a center midfielder really by trade.
Right.
He's become a much better defender, but that is exposing that position, kind of bombing up and moving up into the midfield. Yeah. There is space to expose behind them.
Yeah.
If caught on the break.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, I might be backtracking here, but like Euro and Ahmad were making a really great pair because Euro has this amazing range of passing for a center back, for any player, but for a center back. So, kind of mixing that up, putting him on the left might screw that whole shit up. But anyways, I'm going to stick to this just so we can move on. But like, I would say at this point, we're looking at Mainu and Ugarte in that middle.
Sure.
Which is already making me sweat. I just don't like the sound of that, but it's what we have. Casemiro is not going to work out, so let's not put him in there. Bruno and I think it's going to be Bruno and Mbumo as the 10s and Cunha as the false 9, and they're just gonna rotate. Yeah. So it'll be an interesting choice because I don't think that's gonna get a lot out of Cunha. He's gonna be very isolated. He's gonna want to drop back and drive the ball forward. But if they are starting to rotate around and Mbumo and him are kind of switching those positions, that could actually be something really fruitful on the counter. Yeah. Which, as you just said, Arsenal might be susceptible to, if anything, as the only sort of weakness we can exploit. So Šeško comes in the 70th minute, scores the winning goal. We all know how this plays out.
We've seen the narrative.
But I don't think
you got the script from the league.
Yeah, exactly. That got it in the mail, the blue pages. Yeah, Šeško doesn't start. Højlund, I don't think he's starting either. Even if
I mean, if they're trying to sell him, I like that. You have to be going to playing Šeško before him, especially because, remember the preseason last year when Højlund scored against Arsenal and then got hurt 20 minutes later, and then he was out for what, months? Right?
Yeah.
And you can't afford to have that right now because you need to get that money back from him.
I think so. So I think we sort of gamble on the new signings. They're all capable. Mbumo has played striker too. And I think for once, though, I feel confident in their ability to finish. Right. If we get 2 or 3 chances, we can score. Which was not even on the table
has not been the
last
case.
Season. Yeah. We had 20 chances in many games and failed to score. So I think in this case, which is why I believe we're in a much better position this year, we paid for goals. Premier League goals, too.
Yeah. Well, like we said, known commodities, people that have been proving it, at this level in this league are up to pace. And that's why you pay the Premier League luxury tax of, buying these players from other teams. We don't have, I'm not expecting a fistful of goals from Nani Madueke necessarily, but like you said, he's not going to be awed by the physicality or anything. I mean, here's one thing. So I think that's the kind of guy that I think you guys would have been excited if you signed him. We would be excited if we signed him as well if he came from anyone but Chelsea. Yeah. If you were signing him from Lille or Bayer Leverkusen or Mönchengladbach or something like that, Frankfurt, like, oh, okay. I mean, you'd still be worried about the adjustment period, but the talent that he has, the pace, the action, all that, you'd be pretty stoked on it. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Buying players from Chelsea too, it always feels like you're buying their surplus to needs. You know what I mean? Right.
But every Chelsea fan I spoke to was that Madueke was their best winger last year. Even though Neto kind of finished the season strong. Yeah. But he wasn't consistent during the year. That he was their best. He was their best winger. Right. Over the course of last season.
Okay. Which isn't saying a whole lot, considering they weren't performing that well.
Yeah, he was better than Sancho. Better than Neto.
Exactly.
It wasn't better than Nkunku.
Jaden.
So these guys, they weren't performing. So by comparison, it wasn't like he was the best of the the mediocrity they had out there. But England International has the pace. The stats all back up the way, the incisive balls, the dribbling, the take-ons, all that he will create danger. Yeah. And so part of, the big point is that we wanted to get guys who can break the low block. And that's exactly what he can do. That's exactly what Victor can do. Yeah. So hopefully that adds a little more unpredictability to our play. Mm-hmm. And it'll lead to some more free-flowing goals. So I expect to see all of them on the pitch at some point. Yeah. During the match. And I don't think we probably won't see Max Dowman this weekend, but get ready to see this kid, man. It's going to be soon, and sooner than you think, and he looks stupid good.
Is the occasion too big for him to come on?
No, but the manager gave him a break because he'd played all of our preseason games. Okay. So they sent him on holiday so he wasn't there for the one at the weekend.
Oh, okay.
So the question is he
Must be
back?
nice.
Is he
Must
back?
be
Is he
nice.
back for the match on Sunday? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if he might have like the week off and then come
Yeah.
back to join the first team. So I'm not sure. Like I said, when we went over the numbers of who's on the bench, you're really dropping senior players that probably. I mean, based on what we saw this preseason, Dowman deserves to be on the bench.
Yeah.
Straight up, he was that good.
Yeah.
He was that fucking good.
Yeah.
1-2 penalties, just dribbled through all sorts of players, all sorts of shit. Like the kid is, there might be a lot more talk about him pretty soon.
Yeah. Who would you say is the closest comparison in a world where we are making infinite comparisons? What does he look like? Like eye test, who does he look like?
Lamine Jamal.
Really? Wow. Okay.
So it's a little.
And we're not saying he is. We're just
No.
saying he looks like.
And people are making the messy
Yeah.
comparisons and
Yeah.
all that kind of shit because he's
Sure.
got the quick shuffling feet, the
Yeah.
lefty. He's so quick and evasive.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be a
How
problem.
tall is he?
Currently,
I
he's
guess.
tall enough.
Yeah.
He's tall enough. He's like 5'9", 5'10", something like
Okay,
that. But
yeah.
like or 5'8", 5'9",
Yeah.
yeah. But he's only 15,
Yeah. Still got a little. Growing.
so he doesn't look too tiny out there.
Okay.
And the way he ran past he looks slight by comparison, but the way he breezed through these guys,
Yeah.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's not music to your ears, but it's something exciting to watch out for. And but literally with what he did, like he came on, won the penalty for us to beat Newcastle. Came
Yeah.
on, won the penalty in the Emirates Cup game.
Yeah.
Like the kid's making shit happen. He's
Yeah.
creating more chances. There was like in Max Dowman's 20 minutes, he created more than Martinelli did in 60 minutes on the left. It's like, well, okay, right, but
Yeah.
the thing is that's like the eye test tells you that when you saw this kid come on, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So exciting stuff. I don't know if you're gonna get a taste of it this weekend. Probably not. I mean, if they send him on vacation this past week, he'll
Yeah.
probably be gone and not involved in this match. But he will be there soon.
Yeah.
There or thereabouts. I'm gonna go prediction for this match: 3-1 to the Arsenal.
Oof.
I do think you might get an Embuemo goal. Might even
Yeah.
come back and tie it at some point.
Yeah.
But I think in the end, our quality will be a little too much.
3-1.
I think Big Vic gets on the score sheet. I
it'd just be
think
two.
saca la bolsita. It's a goal.
I think that'd just be too. That's too easy. It's
too easy,
Vic
sure.
getting on the score sheet 3-1. You know what?
Yeah, it's all fucking sunsets and rainbows, man.
Yeah. I. Shit. It's like, do I even believe my own bullshit
Well,
at this point? Like,
No, we already know the answer to that.
yeah. I'm gonna stick to the 2-2. I'm gonna say
Okay.
El Capitan, Mr. Bruno Fernandes,
God.
Mr. Bruno Fernandes, and
Fucking
yeah, I like
rat
the
face.
I like the Umbomo call. So I'm gonna say Cunha. Yeah, I'm gonna say
because you're a real Cunha.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna say Bruno and Cunha score to tie the game. Bruno gets a pen.
Yeah, definitely
You know?
a pen for
yeah,
Bruno.
Bruno gets a pen. Cunha scores, and we tie the game. I think Arsenal. I think Victor Gyökeres. It feels like it's written that he's gonna just score against Ruben.
You gotta get the picture.
Yeah, exactly. And then Declan
Free kick,
from
screamer,
outside
like,
the box. Yeah.
long
Low
range,
drive.
long range.
I'd say low drive. Yeah.
Low drive past the
Just
big,
like,
big
where the
dude.
keeper can't see the ball and it just, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Because I just feel like with set pieces and everything, it just sets him up nicely to be forgotten, like, to be left open like that.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay, long range screamer from Declan and
Yeah.
Vic for the other one, huh? Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, I'm going to go back with old reliable. I mean, just because the output that Saka
Yeah.
does, and last season he was on track for
Yeah.
one hell of a season before he got injured.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. 3 months is a big chunk of the season.
Yeah.
But we were at a point with he's so good that it goes under the radar how good he is, because we just assume it's like, oh, he's going to have 15 goals and 10 assists or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we were really expecting a 2020 season for him. That's what he was on pace for. You know, that many goals, that many assists.
Yeah.
Like, the only guy that was outpacing him was Mo Salah. And he had the best season of his fucking career.
Yeah.
So we take all that for granted, and, you know, you have a guy like Bukayo that just, it's so normal for him to, like, oh, Arsenal scored 3 goals, he scored 1, assisted 1. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's just par for the course.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. That guy, you know, we can argue it all we want, but as far as his position, I think if you ask managers around Europe, there's not, other than Mo Salah, I don't think there's many names you want to put on that right side ahead of him.
Yeah. Does he get overlooked because he's English and he plays for Arsenal?
Kind of, but I mean, he's getting his internationally, like in Europe. I think he's getting his flowers.
Okay.
Like the coaches and the players,
Yeah.
respect him.
Because he's from the academy, not because he plays for Arsenal, because he's from the academy. He's like
Maybe,
I
but
feel like
but,
a
but
lot
now,
of
but now,
players
but
in
like
that
his
position.
consistency. I mean, because you look at it, like he's pretty much the first name on the team sheet
Yeah.
for England. You know.
Yeah.
He was for Southgate, and he still is for fucking Tuchel.
Yeah.
Like, this is the guy that, you know, remember when they missed that shootout.
Yeah.
When him and Rashford and Sancho, you know, and
Yeah.
people looked at Saka like he was a little one of those 3, and he's been by far the best.
Yeah. I just laugh about the Tuchel thing, the German coaching
Yeah,
the English.
I know,
It's
right?
like, wow, up is
How
down.
long can that last,
Up
right?
is down, black is white. Yeah,
It's
German
all-
coaching the England
What
team.
in the hell have we? What
Yeah.
kind of alternate timeline are we on, man?
The worst one, apparently.
Jesus. Yeah, we certainly are. Ain't nothing to get someone fucking dosed my shit. It's been a bad trip for a few years now.
Exactly.
So that's where we're gonna leave it there.
I think so.
I think we've waxed long enough on this. But I mean, you know, but it's a new season. We're super excited. It's gonna be great. You know, get out to your local chapters, watch a match, watch it with some people. We're gonna go to the pub somewhere. I'm thinking maybe, you know, there's so many places to go. I love all my supporters groups. Everyone, if you're in LA, get out to join Arsenal Los Angeles at the Fox and Hounds. If you're on the East Side, go to Lucky Baldwin's and join the East Side Gooners. If you're out on the West Side, go to Jockster Daily to watch with LA Gooners and West Side Gooners, all that shit. Or go to the Cat and the Fiddle to join House of Football in Hollywood, which might be where we go for this weekend potentially. And yeah, you know, it's a big season ahead. It's going to be pretty exciting. Fantasy
Football is back.
Speaking of which, I have to reactivate the FPL. So the Fantasy Football League, I'll be sending that out. I'll tweet that or Instagram shit, whatever. If you want to join that, you'll be joining our league. I'll figure out some kind of cool prize for the winner this year. Do a little more committed effort to that. And so get out, watch with the groups, have a good time. It's a great time of the year. I mean, everyone's undefeated.
Yeah.
You know, Arsenal are second in the table
slate.
behind AFC Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Right where we like to finish, right at number 2. Perpetually runners up.
Yeah.
This is the year, baby. We're breaking it.
Yeah.
We're breaking it.
There you go. Good luck.
Oh man.
Good luck. And by good luck, I mean bad luck.
Yeah. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. All right. Well, yeah. But for Mark and I, I'll say goodbye. Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Have some fun, and then check out this track. This is from Kumo 99. Enjoy.